This was also a race against the clock, as it was critical that we locate the downed aviator as quickly as possible, while at the same time keeping our enemies misdirected. For that reason, in addition to the human and technical assets deployed by the president to find our airman, CIA executed a deception campaign to confuse the Iranians who were desperately hunting for our airmen. On Saturday morning, we achieved our primary objective by finding
The US-Iran war in the Middle East is actually a weapon testing ground, setting some novel norms of warfare, one that are transformative, invisible, and devastative. One can argue that this is normal to proxy wars, but this time the weapons that the Pentagon is testing in Iran against those of Chinese and Russians are invisible and transformative in nature. Up till now, the world has been under the influence of nuclear age, but now the age of quantum physics and the artificial intelligence is reaching new heights, introducing alien technology and weapons that humans have never imagined. The US military is unveiling its advanced and sophisticated weapon systems one after the other. First, the discombobulator in Venezuela, and now the Ghost Murmur in Iran. Now here the question arises, what is the Ghost Murmur weapon system? It's a highly classified heartbeat scanning technology developed by Lockheed Martin's legendary Skunk Works. The Ghost Murmur is officially based on quantum magnetometry. This weapon system allowed the US forces to find a man hiding in a cave from up to 40 miles away, simply by listening to his heartbeat. With one sweep, this technology can pinpoint your exact location, even through solid rock. As the name suggests, murmur refers to the heart rhythm, while ghost refers to an asset that is either lost or disappeared for the time being. This weapon system combines long-range quantum magnetometry with artificial intelligence to detect the electromagnetic signature of a human heartbeat, isolating it from background noise across vast areas. The battlefield has transformed significantly. Your heart is now a flare gun on a battlefield. Just as your fingerprints can be traced, your heartbeat can also be detected now. The Ghost Murmur weapon system revolves around quantum technology. Every single time the human heart beats, its muscle depolarize, generating a faint electromagnetic field. Just as the doctor places sensors directly on a patient's body to read the heartbeat, the Ghost Murmur applies this concept to a battlefield level using long-range quantum magnetometry. But the human heart's magnetic field lies in the picotesla, which is 10 raised to power 12 category. A normal human-made magnetometer cannot detect rhythms at this precise level. The Americans developed a novel device using a superconductor quantum interference device known as SQUID, which relies on microscopic engineered defects inside synthetic diamonds known as nitrogen vacancy centers. The Ghost Murmur weapon system relies on a heavy-duty artificial intelligence processing engine that recognizes the precise clinical rhythm of a human heart, which is known as the murmur. It discards the background voices to isolate that single repeating signal. It's just like finding a needle in a vast desert with pinpoint accuracy and precision. For the first time, the United States tested the Ghost Murmur in Iran. On 3rd April 2026, a US F-15 Eagle was shot down in Iran. One of the pilots was rescued immediately, but the second one got injured and hid in the southern mountains of Iran for almost 24 hours. To rescue the second airman, Americans first used deception followed by shock and awe strategy. First, a misinformation campaign was designed, spreading false news that the US has rescued the second pilot and is now exiting the Iranian territory. This was done to divert the attention of Iran's searching team from the actual location of the pilot. Then this was followed by a sudden deployment of elite rescue forces with over 150 aircraft. After locking down and rescuing the pilot, the United States elite forces intentionally destroyed two of their MC-130J planes, which were worth over $200 million. The Ghost Murmur hardware and highly classified CIA tech packed inside these aircrafts are advanced and vital to American national security. Destroying these planes wasn't a failure, rather it denied the enemy a massive technological windfall. So the point of analysis here is that, unlike China and Russia, the United States has always unleashed and unveiled its new weaponry only after testing it in a real-time battlefield. Under its predictive dominance strategy, the United States pursues the first-use logic to identify, track, and neutralize threats before they fully materialize, and the Iran war is its best manifestation in the current time period. So from now on, Your heartbeat is a clear coordinate. On one hand, you can be rescued, while on the other hand, you can be a legitimate target.